Hello and welcome to another video. Today this is my first Revoltech review, and the first one is Solid Snake from Peace Walker. Courtesy of Big Pencil Animation. He is my buddy. No, he didn't give this to me for free, but I helped him buy it in Hong Kong, and before I send it to him I get to mess around with it and review it for you guys before he uses it and makes animations. So head over to Big Pencil Animation and check out his really smooth but very different style to my kind of animation. I make like longer videos with stories most of the time, but he does really short videos, some with stories, some without stories. A lot of them are fights, some of them are comedy, and but what he's really good at is he's a bit OCD with the frame rate and movement. So yes, his animation is smooth, so head over to Big Pencil Animation and check out that. So enough of this. Most of the Revoltech boxes, well, I'm used to seeing them looking kind of brown and stuff, so it took me a while to actually find this in the shopping mall. There's so many toys there, and oh look, it's white box, oopsies. So I found it, and I got 4 figures for him from Hong Kong. Revoltech Solid Snake, the Iron Man Mark 42, Buzz Lightyear, and a Figma Link, which I have one myself that I already reviewed. So very clean box art. Not really sure what the Yamaguchi thing is for, but I'm sure Japanese people can tell me. This box is slightly different to the other boxes. Quite a lot of Revoltech boxes have a little like window lid thing, and this one doesn't. On the side you got some weird instructions thing going on. Zoom back. Not really. This is pretty much telling you how the joints work on this fully articulated figure. It's on Japanese, so I can't read it. On the top you got the logos again. As always, I'll be taking photos of all of these and then putting them on Facebook, so you can head to the link below, Facebook link below, and check out that. On this side, this is very similar to all the other Revoltech boxes, as they like to, make it easy for you to put this in like a bookshelf or something. So you can always store your figures, and you can easily know what figure you have on the shelf, because it's all easily labeled, clearly labeled, because the entire photo is right there. Very different from SH Figuarts stuff, whereas SH Figuarts is a smaller box for one thing, and it's just sort of the name. So you gotta slant your head sideways to actually read all of it to know what you have on the shelf. Whereas here, it's very clear, because you gotta do it on that side. The other side is just information. At the bottom of the box, you got, I'm really not sure what this is, something about clipping the legs, and I don't know why you would do that. So on the back, of course, there's more information about what's inside the box. Focus. There we go. So many poses of the figure, all of them using different accessories. A full list of accessories on the back, which is very useful. Unlike, again, SH Figuarts, which, sometimes it tells you most of the accessories, sometimes it doesn't tell you all of it, so you sort of like, you can see most of it through the window of the box, but here it's really useful for telling you exactly what you get. So as you can see here, you got the different hands. The hands are more like Figma hands. There's a peg on the hand itself and not a ball on the arm. So the hand pegs into the arm, and the arm does not peg into the hand like SH Figuarts. Different guns, blades, special effects parts. That's good. Revoltech comes with special effects parts, and a very cheeky 25th anniversary box where Snake can hide under, because where goes the ring sound, because it's really funny and stuff. It's got the explanation point. And when I played MGS1, that's the only MGS I played, I got really angry with it. First of all, a joke is a joke, but seriously, if you're gonna make me go all the way back to the start of the game, halfway through, you have to get a sniper, and it says, well, where is the sniper? Oh, it turns out it's at the start of the game, so you go backtrack all the way back to the start like an idiot, get the sniper, even though that sniper's not there in the first place, so even, you can't just come across it by accident, so which doesn't make sense. So someone randomly placed a sniper there after you pretty much killed everyone in the base, and then after you pick it up, you got to go all the way back to the halfway point. So it's like, go fetch quest, go get the sniper, come back, and then And I didn't play MGS2. I watched the video, the retrospect of MGS, and it said, you know, if you have the save game, this one of the bosses really old. But if you have the save game and you leave the game for like a week or something and come back, he dies of old age. Haha, pretty funny, but hey, wait a minute, that's just cutting me a part of the game, isn't it? I can't fight that boss, so... yeah, that guy thinks he's a smartass. A lot of people think he is a smartass, but a joke is a joke, but seriously, calm down. We want to play a game here, and we don't want to watch a movie. We don't want to watch cutscenes that are longer than the game itself. But back to the figure itself, you know, the figure can... let's merit the figure itself without the baggage of the game. That's my feel towards the MGS series. If it was an anime, I'd happily watch it, but since it's, you know, it should be a game, then it should be a game. So, inside both the bottom and the top, there's these basic information. Like here, you can peg Snake in the butt, and you can also use that peg to put the exclamation point. Same thing at the bottom, and notice that there's no stickers or anything on these boxes, so you can open this, close it back up, and no one would ever know. Ooh. Not sure if that's a good or bad thing. It depends. For me personally, it's a good thing. It doesn't have any tape there because the tape just gets in the way anyway. So underneath the tray, you got this card. I'm not gonna cut this, okay? Because I'm gonna leave this for my friend because it's not mine. If it was mine, I'll cut this and show you guys. But because it's not mine, I am not going to cut this box. This box is already slightly bent. It's just generic cardboard with black and white printing on it. It's already slightly bent because the way it's been packaged is just lying there underneath the plastic tray. So, yeah, I'll take a photo of this or scan it or something. It's pretty good. But I don't get this 1987 to 2012. I'm pretty sure Snake doesn't die even in MGS4, so what's that? I mean, it's not like they're not making any more Metal Gear Solid games or Metal Gear games, so what's up with that? Do better focus. There you go. So yeah, pretty cool, I guess. It's good that it's actually a piece of cardboard, so it's more realistic, but it's bad in that because it is cardboard, it's gonna break. So if you get one of these, I would recommend scanning this and then, you know, printing one yourself and not actually use this because collector's purposes, and this would break quite easily because it is, well, cardboard. Also underneath the tray, taped to the back, is the display stand and peg. Again, these are sealed, so I'm not gonna open these, but as you can see here, it's just a very transparent stand, and it's okay. White pegs and such. And here we go, the figure's on the top. Again, no tape, but there's a lot of dust on this box. Jesus Christ, what's going on? So, I'll just open it carefully, because, you know, more carefully than my own stuff. 4 pegs on this plastic box, pretty much. Yeah, come on, come on. Very similar to newer SH Figuarts trays, in that the top piece of plastic is not too deep on the shell. So here we go. Oh, nothing really fell out, but do be careful. And I'll just change the camera angle now to show you all the accessories in the box. So first of all, you have the fist hands already attached to the figure, just like SH Figuart. It's always fist hands like that. Right underneath him is the special effects part, so that's pretty cool. Another arm for the stand right there. You got an assault rifle, a silenced pistol. Top of the silenced pistol is I guess a gun accessory. Metal Gear fans will probably can tell me more. On top there we've got extra little clove wavy parts. You've got the video game funniness of exclamation point and zzz, sleeping. And you got many different hands. You got weapon holding hands, posing hands, and relaxed hands. Not really sure what these L-shaped things are. I guess I'll find out in a sec. And of course, with a lot of these, you have a box to hold all your accessories. So I guess some people like to chuck away their the big box and keep this one. This one can hold most of some of the accessories, and it's got the holes on the top of here that holds the hands. You know, just peg them in. So yeah, those two little L-shaped things are for Solid Snake to hang on to things. You know, you plug them into his hand. So it reminds me of T-1000 hanging to the back of the car in Terminator 2, because he's got these like L-shaped things just hanging on the back. Okay, let's talk about articulation. Articulation with this guy is very different to the usual SH figure art stuff. So first you got the ball neck joint right there, so you can look all the way down. There's another ball joint up here, and then you see a little peg inside. His head is very loose from the thing. He's got, well, his face and back, his back hair is pegged into the neck, but and then the actual face is pegged into there. And it goes with Revoltech, you do have the eye movement thing, so I'm gonna you know, move his eyes with a little pen. I can reach in there. I'll just unpeg his yep, his okay, some of these joints seem really tight and I'm really worried about them, so gonna remove. His face is attached to the top hair, and I can't actually move his eyes. Oh, okay, move him to the right, but I can't move it to the left. Anyway, trying to focus on his face right there. Like, just look at his face. Look, you can look to the right. You can look to the center. Look up. Oh my God! It's dead snake. Look back down. Look down. Look really down. So that's cool, I guess. So this pegs in the top piece of the head, and trying to turn this back center. Yep. Because I pegged the face back in, and then peg this back onto the back bit, and then peg this bit onto back onto the neck. Bloody hell. Yeah, these joints seem a little bit fragile, but the good thing is I do know that you can easily replace them, because all of these pegs can be removed from both sides, so all the ball joints and such. So that's articulation. Like, ooh, look at it, look how far his head can go. Ooh, and look, see, okay. Sorry. Looking up, look at that sideways, and turning his head. The head does stop him from turning his head too much. And whatever. Clip joint, so there's that going on, which is pretty good, useful for the arms, I guess. Same with the elbows, just one joint there. If you try to turn his hand, you can kind of turn. These joints are really stiff. It's really. Am I supposed to be able to turn it? Surely. Oh, apparently not. Must not put strength on these. So the articulation of the arm is very awkward for me. Don't like it. Shoulder, elbow joint is okay, so this arm sort of covers it, kind of, but a double elbow joint would have been much better. This is on a swivel and swivel, so it's just like Figma, just pegs in there like that, but there's no little bump there, not like Lego hands, so it's tight enough, it's not loose, so that's okay. Same with the other arm. And this whole thing looks really weird. All of these joints have like, you know, little plastic protection sheets in them in the packaging, which is good, I guess. So there's a joint up there, which had a thing. See, look, the peg's sort of backwards, and so does this one. But sort of really positioned quite weirdly. Soft rubbery plastic here. Just want to try and make this straight. There you go. And plug. Oh, plug back in. You know, you gotta unplug this guy the first time you get it, because you gotta get like the plastic sheets out. So this thing has its own little ball joint rotation, which is really awkward when you have the top body there. Come on. Well, really hard to make him do a pose. I can't make him bend forward, or I mean, there's a little clip, but it's really tough. No, I can't. And then he's got these weird legs, look just funny. Again, it's got the clip one going on. So supposedly you can swap these with smooth ball joints, of course. It only goes that far. I can't make his leg go any. Oh, there we go, one more. Knee joints are the same, just a big ball right there with the clip. But see, because the shoulder pad is on the leg and not the ball, so it's going to look slightly awkward for some. Back. So can I make Solid Snake do a rider kick? Oh, come on. Oh. Oh. Can I? Maybe? No? Kinda. Snake kick. Yeah, and then finally there's a peg hole at the bottom of the feet, so you can peg him into stuff, which is useful. But yeah, I can't get used to this weird leg. It's like he's got turkey legs, and it's really awkward to move. So it's taking so long to review this bit, but anyway, this thing this pack rotates because it's just on the peg, so it's kind of weird, I guess. Not useful for posing. All these these don't move, and there's another peg there for the stand. So yeah. Overall, the molding quality and printing quality of this figure is, well, excellent. Molding wise, I couldn't notice any sort of molding injection lines anywhere, and there's lots of tiny fine little dot-like details on the suit, on the back, on the waist, and the paint detail, there's no smudges anywhere. The quality control of the paint on this figure, I hope all figures are the same, but if all figures are to judge with this one, it's really sharp and clean. Patches of logos on both of his shoulders are also really nice and sharp. And even as a casual, like, not a fan of MGS, but as a fan of video games, I can tell that this is the Peace Walker version of Solid Snake, because the representation is so good that I can just tell from, just by seeing the trailers of the game, that this is that version. So no complaints right there. In terms of posing, he does seem really awkward with turkey legs and such. Like, look down here, it's like, what the hell is going on there? But and of course there's the issue of all the different ball joints being very visible. Now there's upside and downside. The upside is all of his ball joints are easily replaceable, so if you do break them, You can easily buy a pack of Revoltech ball joints and just swap them in. You can't do that with SH figures. If you break anything SH figures, you're gonna have to replace that entire part of the figure, which usually means buying a second copy of the same figure and just swapping the arms and such, and that's really, really bad. But here you can easily swap them. But the downside is the figure feels very fragile and loose. Maybe because this isn't for myself, it's for my friend. You know, he's paying for it, so I'm really scared I'm gonna snap it. But overall, posing this guy in different poses, I'm really genuinely quite worried that I'm gonna break something. Either bits are a bit stiffer than the other parts, some parts are a bit loose. So yeah, posing is a little bit scary. Another thing with him is, yeah, like I said, the ball joints are very visible, so that does destroy the look a little bit. So when taking photos, you're gonna have to be really careful how you pose them to hide said joints. For the most part, the body plastic feels good, but all the accessories again feels really brittle and sort of fragile, so be careful when doing those. In terms of details on the weapons and accessories, unfortunately it's not as good as the body. The science pistol is just one solid piece of black plastic, and the assault rifle has got 2 shades of color, but not really any details. The molding detail is fine, it's just the paint on the accessories are a bit lacking. That little stick thing that he's holding seems a bit better. But in terms of accessories, you've got all the accessories you can ever need. He's got the guns, he's got the melee weapon, he's got different hands with different posing, he's got little hooks to hang him onto stuff, and he's got the 2 little like Z's and little exclamation mark for different expressions for fun, and you even have that little cardboard thing which I wouldn't cut, but some people would find that really neat and cut it themselves. And then the outside of this figure is that little headband thing on his back. The little peg is really tight and stiff. I'm not gonna peg him in fully because I'm afraid that if it does peg him fully, it won't come back out, and I'm probably gonna snap the bloody thing. And if you snap a tiny peg in the hole, you're not gonna get it out, are you? You're gonna have to drill it out or something. So I'm not touching that. Also, some of the joints seem a bit weird, so posing him is a bit hard. Like the drumstick legs. Trying to put him in a good pose is really, really weird. And another thing is he's really hard to stand on himself. Thank God he comes with a stand, and thank God it comes with display support, because if it doesn't come with those, that's huge marks down for this figure. Without die-cast feet or anything, he's easy to fall over. And while I was filming the 360 rotation thing on the stage, he fell over quite a few times. And some of those joints are so loose, like for example his head is really, really loose and is really, really finicky. So that has the tendency of falling apart quite easily. However, the good side of the head is the articulate eyeball, and that can, that's really, really good. It's such a small scale, that's a really, really good addition for the moving eyeball, and I wish if SH Figuarts or Figma did that with the link, that would be really, really awesome. So this figure really is a mixed bag. In terms of detail, if you're just going to pose him and put him on the shelf, he looks really, really good. But if you're going to animate him, he might be a bit finicky and hard to do in certain poses. But that shouldn't affect my friend too much. He's quite good at that. So tell me what you think of this. For the price that it's currently going for, it has all the accessories you could ever need, but the accessories is lacking slightly. He really is a mixed bag. Don't pay too much for him. My friend asked me to buy for him because I'm in Hong Kong. I can get them relatively cheap, more like the actual retail price. eBay prices are usually quite bloated. So gets him for around £20 UK, and then plus postage, about something like that. But don't pay too much for him. So check out the photos on Facebook, subscribe, suggest and comment below, and of course take care and have a nice day. Bye.